Good evening. We are live. A little bit of new fresh digs here on 414 Play. As always, Ludio1 here with the Milwaukee Game Collector and Mr. Brad Craw. Gentlemen, how are we tonight?
Doing good. It's good to be back.
Felt too long.
Okay. I'm just taking in this new setup. This is pretty nice.
How do you feel? What do you think? Now that you guys can kind of see it, hopefully I didn't screw it up too bad in our layout over here.
Looks great. I'm glad we did it.
Now I feel like I just don't look so swaggy, at least. My head's been all over Kingdom Come. I've been off to the left and to the right. Now I'm like a normal citizen.
The live background makes a difference because it's like the when it's preset, you can kind of disappear into the hologram.
Right.
No, we're keeping it fresh. I dig it. I like it a lot.
Still true to the vibe. Still very retro. Still very on point. Thanks to Mr. Bradley Craw himself. Well done.
Yeah, no, it looks good. I'm glad we got it. We'll just have to make a couple updates down the road here, but yeah, I think it looks good.
He's already thinking like the next step.
I know. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it looks great. I love it. I love the font. I love the branding, and yeah, I'm excited to watch some Contra tonight, Tommy. So.
Yeah, diving into some old classic. We were talking, getting ready for the show, and said, like what's just a good game, like a feel good game to watch. And I had the idea for Contra, and I was like, if you guys are like game for it, we'll do it. But like anybody can be able to with 30 guys. Gonna try to do it with 3. Probably a few continues needed, but still only 3 guys.
What is the over under though on how many lives you're gonna lose? I think Brandon and I should take like a bet on like how many. I've never seen. I know you're really good at video games in general, so I'm gonna say the number's probably 3.5. Is that the number?
For you get 3 guys per like continue.
Oh yeah.
And I think you only get 3 continues, right?
I can't recall.
I mean, I think you could beat the game in under 9. That's just my personal opinion of your gaming prowess.
Yeah, definitely.
But clearly, we're not setting the bar too high for me tonight. Oh, the gaming prowess, very good at it, and no 30 lives. I think we'll be good.
I just, when we popped on last night watching some TV MGC, I took away 2 things. One, somehow he had a different footer on his that showed that MGC was coming up in a couple of weeks, and I was like, that's cool. And secondly, Donkey Kong was dope, and I was just sitting there mesmerized by Donkey Kong, and I was like, all right. I love our layout, and I love us talking, but maybe we just need to throw games on and just sit back and let the magic happen.
Shout out to Gin Master. Well done last night.
That was great.
Good.
That was a great time.
Watch.
I enjoyed that dude's show. That was great. I also read today that like YouGov, and I could probably pull it up, but the YouGov people said that like more kids or more, whatever, the people that they measure are watching video games than playing even. They're like, this is literally a new generational shift in the way that people consume. And I was like, that is interesting.
I also just had the idea. Perhaps we should welcome people and kind of introduce them to what 414 Play is. We're always just excited to jump into it, but we're just 3 dudes in Milwaukee, enjoy playing some video games, chatting about video games, chatting about some local events that are coming up or that have happened. And by all means, feel free to follow us. You can see the ads, you can see the follows, exactly how to get a hold of us, and hopefully you can jump in. It's usually every time, most Thursdays, if not every other Thursday, late night, 9:30 here on TV MGC.
Yeah, check us out.
Come say hello.
And now with way cooler backgrounds.
Oh yeah.
What you're seeing tonight, fans, is not how it's always been. We had a really nice concept for NBA Jam background, which was beloved, but Tommy had to literally do open heart surgery every time to get it on the screen.
Yeah.
So we have simplified and I think improved the look and feel of your experience tonight. And just wait till we get to the gameplay, because that's when things really start to shine.
Hopefully it still all looks good, considering. Yeah. Have we named my laptop other than we just tease it that it might start on fire?
It's just Hotbox.
I just know we need to conserve your energy for the actual playing and not the setting up, Tommy. So
pretty much.
I'm stoked to see where that's going to take us tonight. I'm saying, wait, I know we were talking about this. What, 5 deaths? Can you do 5 deaths or less? Can you beat the game in under 5 deaths?
No. I mean, there's going to be a continue. I'm pretty sure. But I mean, like with 3 guys, there's going to be new ones that are earned because of the point totals and everything. But my goal is 2 continues max.
Okay, it's pretty good.
I mean, that's under 10 guys.
Yeah.
So without
I want to
further ado,
read this.
Oh, yes.
You jump into it, Tommy. I want to read this stat again because I want to get it right. One of my favorite stats from the deck. Gen Z are the first generation to be more likely to watch live video game streams versus personally play video games themselves.
Boom.
That is interesting.
I will tell you, when YouTube came out and I saw all these people started recording their speed runs, and I went back. I just dug in and I watched so many of the games that I grew up playing, and I'm like, how would someone beat it this way without these items and all these things? And it blew my mind how creative some of these speedrunners were. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And that's the funny thing too, is with I remember like even being set up some places, like kids, I'll be like, hey, grab a stick, grab a controller, jump in. They're like, no, I'm good just watching, and like plop a chair down and they'll just go. Like they're like, hey, you're good in Mario 3, you go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. And like we talked about the other night, like with Resident Evil, like love this story. It's like watching an interactive movie. You get the story. And when I was a kid, I would watch like my brother play it because I was too scared to play it myself. I'm like, I don't want to play this game. I'd just watch it. I don't want to get eaten by this big snake or these spiders. It's too creepy.
It's creepy for sure.
So yeah. We definitely have to touch on that because we did see the new trailer coming out too, and. So yeah, we'll touch on some of the events, some of the local stuff going on, some of the big news for us at the Midwest Gaming Classic coming up next month. And without further ado, I think we should jump into Contra. By all means, keep the conversation going. Everybody feel free to jump in and chat and hopefully enjoy some gaming and I don't suck.
Let's do it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Where are we?
Oh yeah, it's got the box art.
So the box art and the screen's not showing up now. Where are we? That's not cool. Well, we can see us. We look fantastic. Where are we?
Come on, gameplay. You can do it.
Let's see here. Why is it not capturing? Because we are so... Man, everything looks so perfect.
I know. Oh, man.
It really does.
Like we look good in the chat. Oh, it resized a little bit. Maybe that messed up something.
I mean, just since we're here, yeah, it does look much better. It really does.
That
is a much improved display that I am muy a fan of. It literally makes me so happy to see it look that good.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Well, I think we can keep jumping back in while we're. Scheisse, where did it go?
It's just the small things. It's like, like we were saying off camera before we started. Like, some days are good, some days are challenging, and like when I think in my head, and Brad, you are a new father, just right off, and when I think in my head. Time is valuable. Sleep is valuable. Here's this window of time for activities. And I think in my mind around noon, 3, I go, I can't wait for 414 Play It Gaming tonight. And now when I see this, I go, this is why. Because this is cool.
It was way easier to set up outside of the technical difficulties because I can see Contra here, but I need to see it here. And so we're working on that. I feel like it would have been showing off, like if we had brand new like overlays and everything looked like so perfect, and like they'd have been like, "Who are you guys? Like, why is everything working? Like your sound is working, right?" I think nobody has commented they can't hear anybody yet. Like there would have been too much polish. Something would have been fishy.
Yeah. No, it's like what you're saying, Brandon. Though it's like you come up with an idea. And you have like an initial concept, and then it kind of graduates into a different, concept and a different image. And it's fun that like this is our 10th episode, and like we're already at like that next level with different skins and stuff like that. And I'm excited. cover and.
Well, and I just believe, and I don't know for sure, but like I just believe that one of the things that's cool about our show is having multiple people. Like I don't know, maybe I'm like seeing it wrong, but like I just find that to be a really cool part of the story, particularly the locality, and now that you can see our faces like more clearly and everything, like I just think like this is a cool story, and so it's just taken a little minute to like get it figured, but it's dope.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm pulling out my. Oh, is there a
What do you got? Is that the MK?
Well, I haven't actually opened up my
manual?
Mortal Kombat. I was gonna open it up.
I think we
That's one of my
disappeared for a
favorites.
second, but let's see if I can bring it back.
There we are.
Sorry.
Yeah, so MK2, you already heard the story. That was like one of my favorite stories to a game purchase when I was going into grade school, and I made my dad, who was a lawyer, like go get it in the morning before it's sold out. I'm like, I don't have any money. You do. You need to make it happen. That was definitely one of the best feelings, though. I remember as a kid, like getting that game.
Yeah.
Being back and then like coming home from school, getting off the school bus and be like, oh yeah, popping in the Super Nintendo and just playing like 2 weeks straight.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't put it in yet, but I'm stoked to play a little bit of it.
Which was Mortal Kombat 2 on Super Nintendo, the one where they finally got the fatalities right? Because the first one, I know there was all like it was essentially G-rated. Not really, but pretty much.
Oh, for Mortal Kombat 2?
Yeah. Yeah, 2 had it right. 2 had it right.
Yeah. I can't remember that.
Do you guys know anything about where it says like friendship? That's the thing I also
you don't remember
know.
the friendships?
Oh my god, the friendships, the babalities?
Yeah, so to do a friendship or babality, you couldn't use any of the punch buttons in your fatality round. And then you could either like they would give like there was buy a Sub-Zero doll or make balloon animals or any number of things.
Yeah, like cut out like a bunch of like paper silhouettes or something like that. Yeah, it was super creative. And I remember that's why I like love that game, because like Mortal Kombat 1 was really cool, it was groundbreaking, and then like Mortal Kombat 2 they bring in all these different elements, like babality, friendships, fatalities, and like and the fatalities always had like an egregious amount of like limbs and bones and everything. It was just like
I saw 3 skulls pop. Something didn't
make
sense.
I was gonna say, yeah, it was pretty funny. Was there anything else? I mean, what other could you do anything else besides that? I want to say you could do something. Or I'm thinking of Killer Instinct when you could do the ultra combos and then you could do the ultimate like combo to end somebody.
And
yeah, another great game.
Killer Instinct. I mean, there were so many great fighting games back in that era.
Oh yeah, for Super Nintendo, for me it was Mortal Kombat 2 and Killer Instinct. Those were my 2 favorite fighting games for that system. And then like beyond that,
what's the
browser encountered an error while decoding the video. Are we still live?
Yeah, I mean, you guys should still be able to hear me. Like we're audio mixing. Let's check here. Yeah, I mean, it's just there's no gameplay right now. I don't know. Nothing's scrolling though. It looks like we're. No, we're live. We're moving. Okay, we're still good.
Yeah.
We've significantly cut down our initial login viewers.
I think those were bots.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not mad if a bot wants to watch me get killed at Contra. If I can just load freaking Contra, like, come on, friend.
Contra.
Let's go.
All right. Well, since I'm doing this, you guys want to carry the conversation because I'm going to read quick what I can do to fix this because I'm an idiot.
You're not an idiot at all. These are technical problems. We've these people we're no stranger to our viewer and viewers are, they know that they're gonna get something like this at some point. So it's a new skill. It's a new.
We need like where we can like etch a sketch, replace it just and like Yeah, like this is just to hold you off until we get there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we did it now before our show. I guess our show at TV or the Midwest Gaming Classic will be a little bit different though, because
We'll be live. We won't have to
yeah, we'll be
juggle
live.
three
Yeah,
cameras.
we'll be live, and we'll be 3 cameras, and yeah,
and it'll just be MGC, not TV MGC.
yeah, not TV. It would just be the actual Midwest.
We'll be MGC on TV MGC.
Yeah. And are we gonna sneak up to the third floor, the third level of the? What is even the name of the building where it's going to be held?
Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Yep, we are for sure.
All right, let's try this. Oh,
so Beach. While we're on the topic of fantasy football, I'm on a 4-game winning streak right now.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool. And other than my big weakness of Odell Beckham right now, feeling pretty strong about where this season and team has started to go. How have you been doing?
Like I'm in too many leagues, but I'm 5-1, 5-1, 4-2, and then the best team I thought I had is 2-4, which is
really?
Yeah, I thought the team was really good, but apparently I ran into the wrong players every single week, and I have Mike Williams in 3 leagues, and he's been great
the last couple weeks.
But yeah, I 2 of those games. I mean, 2 of the games he had, he scored like 2 points, which is a killer.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. My team never can. That one really good, the one team that's not doing well, just can't put it together. Even though like every single week, I have like 2 of the top 10 running backs. For this week, Kamara's like ranked 2nd, and Henderson's ranked like 3rd for a lot of projections. But
okay,
yeah, it's better lucky to be. I had like last week was pretty funny. I thought I was gonna lose, but the last 2 weeks I was down like 30 on Monday Night Football, or like 35. It was something ridiculous, and I had Lamar Jackson going. I'm like, oh, he's not gonna do anything, and he scored 45 points. I'm like, okay. So I had an epic come from behind victory with Lamar Jackson in one league, and then on Monday night I had CeeDee Lamb and Derrick Henry to play, and I was down like 75, and I ended up winning by 5 points because they went.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they went nuclear. I mean, like, and then because Derrick Henry had like the 70-yard rushing touchdown, I'm like, okay, I got a chance.
Yeah.
And then he could have had 4 touchdowns. They stuffed him in like the second quarter at the goal line, but then he still scored 3 touchdowns. So I mean, so it's like so frustrating too. I should have just been trusted my instincts, because all the projections of all my different resources that I use, they're all like, oh, Kamara, 2nd, he's gonna be so good. And even like I had my reservations about all the top 3 running backs, Cook, Kamara, and Christian McCaffrey after last year. And I'm like, McCaffrey can't stay healthy, and that was like a big argument we had at our draft, because somebody traded the 1st overall pick for the 5th pick, and because the guy really wanted Travis Kelce, and he had the 1st pick overall. I was like, I don't want Christian McCaffrey. He's an injury risk.
Yeah.
And then everyone jumped all over him. And I'm like, I don't know, man. He's got a good point. And then here we are. Christian McCaffrey hasn't played all season, and he's looking doubtful. If you have a regular season champion, it's like your league's over. It doesn't matter, So.
And like, was Saquon a part of that conversation, or where's he ranking right now?
Yeah, I mean,
he's playing like half his games at least.
Yeah, he had like 2 good games, right? He had like that one game where he had 2 touchdowns, but then, he had that bad ankle injury, and Daniel Jones got knocked out with a nasty concussion. So I don't know. It's like, I mean, what Derrick Henry's doing this year is crazy. He's an absolute powerhouse. I have AJ Brown in that league where I had the 2nd or the 3rd overall pick, and I took Kamara, and I was talking to myself, I'm like, this is a dumb pick. You should just take Derrick Henry and not worry about it. The Saints are unpredictable, and my reservations were like, Taysom Hill's going to get goal line touchdowns. He's not going to catch as many passes out of the backfield, Kamara, consistently. He's going to have those vintage Kamara games, and then it's like, oh, man, what did I do not drafting Derrick Henry? I'm so pissed.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
You just rattled off like, the team that I have like nobody alive on.
Yeah. Yeah. It was crazy. It's just like so many people are decimated. And last year, like my team was, I had like Saquon, the second pick overall. I had like Saquon, Cortland Sutton, Chris Carson. I had all those guys, and I had like nobody left after week 4. It was just like 6 of my top 10 guys were just on IR or on like 4-week, absences. So
yeah.
But this week is like, it's crazy how deep you have to go if you're missing people on like the waiver wire to like find anybody to start, because if you have any injuries or buys, it's freaking brutal.
Yeah. So on for my game, who he has out because of bye: Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, Dak Prescott, and Devin Singletary, and George Kittle's an IR. So basically his whole team is out. So he replaced him with Winston, Sterling Shepard, Melvin Ingram, so whatever. So I'm like, all right, you got a swag squad. Plus he's just not doing very well this year with his
normal team. Melvin Gordon? Does he have Melvin Gordon as a running back?
Melvin Ingram, Houston.
Who's Melvin Ingram?
The former
Mark Ingram.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Mark Ingram. Yeah, Melvin Ingram.
Because I remember Melvin Ingram was
sleeper
player
alert.
for San Diego. I'm like, you got Melvin Ingram from San Diego, the defensive end. But yeah, Mark Ingram, watch Mark Ingram just go crazy on you this Sunday.
Well, I hope not, because that would be real annoying to me. So out for me is I have Justin Jefferson out, James Robinson out, Najee Harris out.
Oh,
and like those dudes have been balling out.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you're. I mean, James Robinson's good. They didn't like give him the ball in the beginning of the season for some reason, but like James Robinson's really good, and Najee Harris just he's on the field the entire game.
Yep.
So he's gonna touch the ball.
All of them have been balling out, but then like where I feel really strong is I'm still for Justin Jefferson, I'm dropping AJ Green in. I feel really good about that. Yeah. For James Robinson and Najee Harris, I'm dropping in Josh Jacobs and AJ Dillon. Feeling really good about that.
Then, Josh Jacobs, I think I have Josh Jacobs as my 3 in a 14-team league, and it's weird how they use Kenyon Drake, because Kenyon Drake had 2 touchdowns last week, but Josh Jacobs also had a touchdown, which was annoying because I had to start Josh Jacobs last week, and he scored like 15 points, which is fine. But like I think they play Philly, so Philly gives up like some of the most yards to the running backs. So it's interesting to see how they're going to use him. I think Darren Waller is going to blow up one of these weeks. He hasn't been he's underperformed like 5 straight weeks or 4 straight weeks.
Yeah, you'd have to wonder. And then the big change that I'm like hoping is I am finally going to sit Robert Tonyan, because that's just been ass for me. And instead I'm starting Mo Alley Cox for Indiana. So
yeah, it's like, who are the other options you could almost grab at tight end? Because I had Logan Thomas in 2 leagues, and then I backed him up with Dallas Goedert. So I was so pissed last week when Dallas Goedert got sick like 2 days before Thursday Night Football or whatever it was. Yeah, so I just started like Dan Arnold from Jacksonville, because the league I'm in, and it's like, and he's like in a London game. I had to start Trevor Lawrence because I had Russell Wilson in 2 leagues. I'm in first place in both those leagues, but Russell Wilson was tearing it up, and I had to start Trevor Lawrence, who I actually don't mind. I hate to say this, but like he's getting better each week, and it's kind of weird. And I hope he gets the volume. The volume will unlock him. But yeah, it's like such a weird season where everyone's just totally decimated. The bye weeks, even with the extra game. I heard something. I heard a game.
I don't know if you heard anything. You may have seen a fist bump in the sky.
Can't see anything.
It's coming. It's coming. Just got a quick crop and resize really quick for our viewers who have been patient.
Oh, I saw something.
It's coming.
I saw something there. Oh, there it is. Contra.
A quick crop, and we're off to
what is this explosion?
Oh yes, let's go, Tommy.
Not even gonna waste time with the code.
That was incredible.
Hitting
What an
start.
incredible explosion of sound. It was like a celebration of like, look what we did. We did it.
It's getting closer.
This is amazing.
You know what would be a really funny concept? If someone made like, have you seen Squid Game yet on Netflix?
No, I'm not watching that stupid ass game.
Yeah, like someone made like a Squid Game version, like with the Contra graphics. That'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
All right.
Yeah, like they look like Squid Game guys with the green tracksuits. Look at them.
Oh yeah, okay.
Pretty enough. There we go.
Oh my god. Dearest Johnson.
Cheers to everybody that survived.
I thought it was Duke Johnson. That's funny.
Yeah, Duke Johnson. Well, he was there like 3 years ago, and then he got traded
He's in
to
the Texans.
Houston. What's gonna happen with Deshaun Watson? Like he was gonna make. Ooh, wow. This looks nice.
We look all right. We can proceed.
You hear that? Deshaun Watson might get. They might make a deal with like Miami or something.
That's what they keep saying. So.
Yeah, I preemptively picked him up in my 2 leagues where I lost Russell Wilson.
What did you
I'm
have
really
to do,
excited
Tommy?
to watch this gameplay.
I had to like
What was
basically.
What was the final straw that broke that you made this magic happen?
I had to unplug the Elgato, the screen capture. And
Looks good.
Once we did that, it was
Do it.
Tommy, where are you?
Oh, that's terrible. Now I'm just rushing.
Can you hear us now?
Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me now?
Wow. Dearness Johnson, 146 rushing yards, rushing touchdown, 2 catches, 22 yards. Oh, awesome.
Big game. Big game.
Can you guys hear me?
Because CJ has Christian McCaffrey, Justin Herbert, Justin Jefferson, and Keenan Allen.
Oof.
Yikes.
Can you guys hear me now?
We might have to hear it now, Brad. I feel like Tommy's audio has been lost in order to
You think
bring
so?
us this incredible game audio.
Yeah. Is it paused?
I wonder if that counts as anything.
I'm seeing like some action. Like every 50th frame, I see something happen.
Ah, this is a terrible
No,
start.
no.
We're gonna reset this.
Did he just beat the level, or he sounded like he died?
That was a dying.
On my screen, he's still shooting stuff,
There's a little bit of a delay because I was trying to pause to see
which
where
is
I
cool.
Yeah. What was the best weapon? Spread? Definitely
Totally.
the spread.
Totally spread gun.
It seems to be effective.
Or like the laser. Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see it. All right. First,
Let's see this.
continue.
Can you guys hear me if I come back here?
Let's see it.
Can you guys hear me at all? Hello. Hello. What the hell? Whatever. We're just playing. You guys can talk.
$1988. How many Contra games are there actually?
Uh,
Entire.
let's have a Google search. What do we find?
Contra series. Contra, Super Contra, Operation C, Contra 3, Alien Force, Contra Force, Contra Arc, Contra Legacy War, Contra Adventure, Contra Shattered Soldier, Neo Contra, Contra 4, Contra Rebirth, Contra the War of the World, Hardcore Uprising, Contra Evolution, Contra Neo Contra, Contra Return. Only a couple. And then there's Contra Spirits, Originally announced in early 1987.
Osaka, but was later canceled. Contra, GameCube, definitive Contra, for GameCube, Contra on PlayStation 2 and Xbox, and then Contra 3DS. Oh,
It's a lot of Contra.
that is so many. That is.
Can you guys hear me at all?
What else?
I feel it's tough. It's tough solo too. You gotta handle it yourself. The extra teammate.
I don't know why it's not working. Yeah, let's see.
Brandon, so what's who's gonna be?
So there's a TV show on Disney called Mickey's Roadster Racers. Basically, like a racing show with Mickey and his friends. And we got him a Roadster Racer outfit. Got like little suit on the waist too. And I've got Mickey ears. I'll be with you.
Yeah. Desmond kind of looks like Garrett Zoolander. Scared.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah, probably not gonna do a lot of Halloween this year, but more really cool to Thomas did pretty well here.
I mean, I'm watching a pretty impressive performance. It's kind of like trying to place the down on the ground, crouching there. This is some pace, you know?
There we go. Can you guys hear me at all?
I didn't realize that the music was so upbeat in this game.
Yeah. killing it.
It's all happening now, folks.
Mm-hmm.
It's all happening now.
It's gonna start commentating.
Look at this.
I was impressed by that.
Look at this monster looking guy.
I know. So that's like the alien from Alien, like the Queen Alien.
Is it like not that?
I mean, that it looks just like that.
Yeah, widely noted that various features that Screeching Craft and Screeching Contra were inspired by James Cameron's film. Yeah.
Sure enough. We know if we have any
What's that? I don't know why I'm like 20 seconds behind.
Oh, same. Yeah. Tommy's really been improving since the first 3 deaths he had.
I know, he's need to go big. I need to go help somebody very quickly.
Yeah, do it.
Can you hear me if I come back in here?
Go, Tommy, go. Go, Tommy, go.
Anything? Can you hear me in here?
You can do it. Go, Tommy, go. Go, Tommy, go.
Can you hear me again at all?
Oh, that beautiful voice.
It's for some reason the Elgato was overloading, and so like I couldn't hear any game audio, but apparently you guys could. And
yes,
so,
loud and clear.
When I unplugged it and plugged it back in, like we got game audio and game video, which was nice, but it was a little slow on my side, and so like it was processing, and I'm like, come on, this sucks. And then you guys, I could hear you guys perfectly, and I was just that's what I was trying to type. It was basically just you guys in chat, and then I could kind of listen.
Well, we were very impressed with you.
I gotta, dude. I'm still gonna go back on and stream that because that's if I was more frustrated by just the sound not working and shit like that.
Well, I thought you had a slow start, but then you really
a very
slow
start.
You had a slow start, and then you really picked it up. And I was saying that it looked like the villain, the Joker from Batman Forever, hopping around back in those like vertical levels. That was pretty impressive.
Well, those are the worst too. I think I've just figured out I got to clean this controller because my buttons are sticking a little. It was one of these awesome little Bluetooth NES controllers, which is nice because you can be completely wireless into it, but it was starting to stick when I was mashing it to shoot.
Mm-hmm. Legit.
Not cool, bruh. Not cool.
So since we have a moment for conversation, I was hoping you could give the people a full breakdown of Brew City Bowl this past weekend. Like, how did it feel? How was the competition? Like, give a rundown for the good people.
Oh, it was a success because one, everybody had fun. Two, we raised over $500, almost $600 for Big Brothers Big Sisters in Milwaukee, and just from playing a 30-year-old video game of Tecmo Super Bowl, which was awesome.
Yeah.
We set up two divisions. So Division 1 was the guys that take it a little bit more seriously, that played it a little longer, that are a little better. And Division 2, we had some guys that, you know, they've been to different tournaments in Division 2, and some that are just, hey, this sounds cool and I want to play. And that was really awesome to see because, I mean, that's kind of what I wanted to encourage. You know, it's not something to be afraid of. Not like, I mean, that's always kind of the challenge for me. Like, I never want people to feel like I'm afraid to lose. And because of that, I don't want to sign up for a tournament. Like, there's divisions for that. There's ways to break it up. And ultimately, like even with Contra, I want to do well. Yeah, I got pissed when I missed time to jump or did some stupid shit like that. But at the end of the day, it's a game. And especially that Tecmo crowd, that Tecmo community, it's such a good group of people. Honestly, we had fun. We had some crazy challenges. The Nintendo cooler was a big hit that really kind of generated a lot of interest.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I did all right. I got through at least the first matchup in Division 1 playoffs. I advanced to the next round and then got my ass kicked. But the guy I beat first was a former Madison champion, and I think a couple times too. So he was most likely a little rusty, which is why I probably escaped. But the fact that I still got that under my belt, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, it's not a total fluke that I was there.
Heck no.
The star of the show has arrived.
We were just talking about Brew City Bowl over this past weekend. I was having Tommy break it down, give me the deets.
Oh, yeah?
Sounded pretty dope.
Yeah, we got to play outside in the Deer District. We had the beer garden TV all day, and it was great because people were walking by from whatever other events were going on. They're like, oh my God, Tecmo Bowl. And you saw people just cheering like, oh my God, this is Nintendo. Or like parents telling their kids, this is what I played. And just pictures left and right, excitement left and right. I mean, that's honestly why you do it. That's the best I could hope for. Everybody had fun. Both divisions turned out nicely and we were good to go from there.
That's awesome. I can't wait to teach this guy all about these classic games.
Baby Blue Steel, what's up?
I know, derelict. I'm gonna put a little controller in his hand and just play games with him all the time.
Dude,
I want
that young man is one handsome son of a gun.
Yeah, he's cute. Do you want to say anything? No, he's
Not yet. Should I give him his
he's
own window?
wide awake. He is wide awake, so he had to bring him on the show. Just to,
What's his preference? DJ, Desmond, what are you hoping for? What do you want?
I mean, we're testing out everything, so whatever you want. If you like, you want to roll with DJ, you can call him DJ. If you want to call him Dez, you can call him Dez. Yeah, do you like him? He likes them all. Desmond James.
Dude, he's super aware. That is so cute. He's like, definitely jamming, and he already looks like you, so that's cool.
I know. I'm sorry. Oh, do you want to be on the show? You are on the show, my friend.
He's on the show. Should I make him his own separate window?
Yeah, no, he's good. Maybe
DJ
next time.
Cam.
Yeah, I wanted him to see some of the gameplay, but no, he's happy to be here.
No, I was telling Brandon I had to switch back because for whatever reason my capture card when I went to restart it and we like, oh, we've got video and audio and this is great. I didn't get any game audio at all whatsoever, and I could hear you guys be like, "Hey, Tommy, are you there?" Like, what? Okay, cool. Never mind. And so I was still able to play the game, but my audio was completely shut off. And then once I unplugged the cap card, it was like magic. You work again.
Yeah, that was fighting through the adversity.
And a few badly timed jumps, but I mean, otherwise I'm like I said, getting through base 2, level 4, very doable.
Oh yeah.
Definitely one I'm gonna restream again because I'm gonna get through that without 30 lives.
This dude's definitely trying to find some milk that I don't have. Right? Sorry, bro.
He's a Bucks fan. He's going for the Bucks logo. That's
I know. I'm sure he'll be taken care of with some Bucks gear coming to him at some point this year from a certain uncle that is very close with the Bucks.
The kid's so aware. It's so cute. He's just down there hanging, man. Ah.
You want to be on the show? Do you want me to put you on the show? You want to put you front and center? Should we get you up here? Should we put you up?
What's up, DJ? What's up, buddy?
What up?
Yeah.
DJ, check 1 2 1 2. DJ. Should we get
DJ?
Put one of your parts on here. He's been tooting a lot, so.
Right. Late night action here on 414 Play.
It's pretty cool being a dad. I kind of love it. Right?
He's so cool.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna have to find him some really cool gear too. We'll get you a Nintendo 64 T-shirt, and we're gonna have fun with all that stuff.
Somebody, I can't remember who or how, but somebody had gotten us a little baby onesie, and it had something about player 2 is ready to enter the game or something like that, and that was actually what I had used for one of the announcements. I think was a picture of Brady next to this onesie. It was pretty cute.
That's cute.
Seems like a long time ago, but so how old is he? Under a week or two?
Yeah, he's 5 days. 5 days old, and he is getting slightly bigger every single day.
Yeah, but he's that's what I mean. For 5 days, that kid is just happening, man.
Yeah, he's
so chill.
Yeah, he's he's got so much hair. Look at all this hair. His hair. We finally shampooed his hair, so he's gonna.
Looking good, brother. Looking good.
Yeah.
Need you to collect retro video games, DJ. Keep the hobby alive.
The new star of the show.
He's definitely gonna have an education in retro games.
Oh man, Tommy, am I seeing a Brew City Bowl sweatshirt?
You are.
I didn't know there was swag available.
There's
That's cool.
total swag. So everybody that signed up to play, T-shirt was included as part of it. Koozie, because obviously it's Brew City. You don't want your drink getting either too warm or too cold, depending what you're having. And probably one of those laying around here if I didn't put them all away.
Ooh,
also available.
Where'd you get the design for that, Brew City? Did you do that?
Yours truly. I learned pixel art over quarantine.
You're a better designer than I am, Tommy. You're really good. That looks super cool.
It does. It does look cool. I'll give you that. That is really nice.
Totally appreciate that. Thank you, gents. It was just like there was like something when the idea popped. It was like, if you're gonna, what's the retro number 2 game you think of? Like Mega Man 2 is, for me, it was like the answer. And I wanted like the attention to detail. Making this stupid W here, like to make it with you'll appreciate this, like a upwards vanishing point for a W with pixelated graphics sucks donkey balls.
Yeah.
And like the first couple tries, I was like, F this noise. I can't do it. But just stuck with it, and it literally lays pixel for pixel over the Mega Man logo. If you like,
that's awesome.
Kind of inner whatever the word is.
Yep.
So yeah.
Now you just get to wear it and be comfy, and it's great.
Yeah. There are a few extra tees available if anyone, and not to do like swag promo, blah blah blah, whatever that is, but. The remaining tees, they're going to go up on sale on the Carcade site. $20 each, and $5 from each sale automatically goes to Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So if you guys think it's cool and you want some, and the back, I gotta brag on the back too. Especially knowing Mega Man, you guys know the game. Like, I thought it turned out pretty well.
Oh yeah, it looks amazing. As a professional designer, I would say it's something. It's very good. You're pro, Tommy.
Pro, Tommy.
Yeah. Desmond's like, "What game are we getting into next?" He's just like, "I want to see the games. Like, what else?"
Has anybody been buying or playing anything? Probably not you, Brad.
Not me. You guys can go ahead.
I was just showing, and then the wonderful little koozies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I appreciated people coming out and figured, hey, here's some cool, what I hopefully think is cool stuff, and either, it serves a purpose, and a little bit of city pride, a little bit of fun retro references, and going from there.
How easy was it to use that beer garden screen? Because I've been keep on going back and forth in my mind about this League of Legends watch party, and we're thinking about doing it at the tavern. But like, I wondered, I'm like, maybe it would just be something cool to have on at the beer garden, like make life easy. Like, what was that process like?
Honestly, it's super easy to use. Everybody at Mecca is awesome to work with in that regard, and so there wasn't really. Some guys are like, yeah, there's a little bit of lag. At best, or at worst, however you want to say it, it's negligible. I don't think so. I think the biggest difference is it's a little bit of movie theater neck when you're playing it, because it's a 20+ foot screen and you're here. So even like having an extra long HDMI cable and being connected properly that way, I think it was just human eye to giant screen delay, not so much lag, but that's just my personal opinion. It was a breeze. Like I said, people with Mecca, that was great to work with. And once everything got up and rolling, it was just like, all right, who's up next? And Saturday was a little breezy, which was, like the elements you had to fight against essentially for Tecmo Bowl, but that was it.
And did you just like pour it into an outside outlet, or like how do you get to the actual screen presentation? You said HDMI?
Yeah, they have all the necessary ports and connections, and you just need access to them.
Because I really supposedly this League of Legends thing kicks off at 7 a.m. and I'm starting to wonder, like, I don't know, if there'd even be demand, but like it would be cool if theoretically it could just be on that screen, you know what I mean? Like at 7 a.m. for if anybody wanted it, and then others could just come and watch. That'd be cool to say it's happening and like not be so beholden to like needing a server and needing, all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of like curious about that experience.
Is it going to be televised from Twitch?
Yeah, and YouTube and other things of that nature.
It's what, 6 to 8 hours, or how long does it run?
Yeah, supposedly like minimum of 5. Yeah. So I mean, it'd be from 7 a.m. to like through noon. And obviously like Midwest Gaming Classic is going on that weekend. So like I feel like there's a lot of synergy, and like I can promote it out. I don't know how many people I'll get in the league, community, but it just seems like a cool thing to have happening. It's just a matter of like, I don't know. how difficult would it be to get on that big ass screen is really my concern. And who do I need to talk to? Jack from Mecca, or I don't know.
Yeah, Mecca people would be the ones to kind of connect with, and I mean, if needed, I can always offer my 2 cents and help out. Just given that everything rolled pretty smoothly from last year when I tried to prep everything to advertise, as I called it, the Tecmotron 5000.
Yeah.
Just to be cheesy, because that's how we roll. But then, yeah, everything worked just as well, just as easily. Again, last weekend, how many months later? So super doable. And like I said, if there's a way that if my 2 cents is worth anything to help out, I'm happy to.
Yeah. How about you, Tom? You been buying or playing anything?
Playing. Tecmo was probably the best. I mean, especially with the tournament coming up. And there was everybody was guaranteed 3 games, and then going into the playoffs, 2 more. So that was obviously pretty big. I got Metroid Dread on Switch. That's excited to jump into that, and I mean, kind of test out the original one again too. I don't think I ever beat the. Did you guys ever beat the original on just NES?
I have not. I watched it on YouTube once, but I've never beat it myself.
I have not.
And so I mean, I feel like that would be a cool way to tie in retro with a super new, long-awaited game. And the newest thing I got though that I'm really excited is NBA Jam on PS3.
Oh, okay.
We missed the Giannis rookie year by 1 year, which sucks.
I might have to take this gentleman to bed. He's
no worries.
Ready. All right.
Thanks for coming through, Des.
Bye, guys. See you later.
Yeah, the PS3 NBA Jam pickup is nice.
And it's pretty solid deal on. Not even console related to. I just thought about it. Plug and play Frogger.
Ooh, really?
One of those where you just plug it into the composite cables on your TV, and it's the joystick that you maneuver.
Okay.
That was a surprise get, and I was like, for what I got it for, absolutely. How about you?
I haven't played. I got a couple games. I think I was showing Mortal Kombat 2. That was a snag that I don't think I had shared. Just picked up the Spider-Man Arcade's Revenge. I think I want to throw down on this one for a little bit, see what the audio track is like, and see if the gameplay is a little bit fun. So I'm intrigued by that one. And then I picked up some Genesis games, just like Prime Time, I think I was showing you the other night. NHL All-Star Hockey. Sometimes hockey games can be sneaky fun. I don't think this one has ever made the list of people that have told me it's good or not. It's like NHL 95 or whatever.
So would you go 94 or 95?
I think I'd go 95. Yeah, I'd go 95. Although this is cool. I mean, on the back it says Marv Albert, voice of the New York Rangers, provides expert color commentary. That is somewhat cool and nostalgic to me, just because he just retired, and to be known as of the New York Rangers. I had no idea that Marv Albert was the New York Rangers guy. So
he also had that. There was that. I think he had his own Sega game named after him. Marv Albert's.
Oh, really?
We're back.
Courtside or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. It's also intriguing that it says all 26 NHL teams, including the Mighty Ducks and Florida Panthers, and
those were brand new teams, right? Florida Panthers.
That seems early to me. I didn't think the Mighty Ducks were 94.
Yeah.
Yeah. They came out. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were the Mighty Ducks. Because I was a big Minnesota North Stars fan, and then they moved to Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gordon Bombay.
Gordon
Bombay was a star.
I thought we were gonna be cool, but now I actually gotta take him. Thought we had
life. Dad life.
I know. Or if I just go like this.
Oh.
We'll see. Oh yeah, that's
working. That might work.
Did Mighty Ducks the movie come out by 94?
2 had to, because 2 was when they dropped the new jerseys with the duck goalie mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? I did not realize Mighty Ducks came out that early. That's crazy.
And NBA Action 94. That's the one I was talking about.
The video game?
Yeah, I want to
I
say
have NBA All-Star Challenge, but I don't have Marv. That's interesting. Is he the voice or is it Marv Albert's NBA All-Star Challenge?
it was like, I want to say it's NBA Action 94 featuring Marv Albert.
Okay.
And like the cool thing was, yep, yeah, because they even like made the note like hosted by Marv Albert. It's with Kendall Gill dunking on Purvis Ellison, I believe.
Wow.
So there's some names for you right away.
Yeah, what more could you ask for as a basketball fan than that sweet thing occurring?
And the biggest thing I remember about it was, because you could try to make trades and everything, and Marv would be like, "That's terrible," or like any of his lines, like anytime you'd based on whether it was a fair offer or not. So
Yeah.
he would even comment on the trades, not just the gameplay.
Wow. Bless him. That's cool. Yeah, so that's what I've been buying. I did pick up a game tonight. I'll be excited to share next. It was one of those that I was watching this awesome series on YouTube, the Video Game Years. And so if you haven't seen that yet, I would highly recommend it. They go through, I think they started like 77, and I want to say they're up to like 89. And each year, like Pat the NES Punk and like all these different dudes like do commentary on like, big things for that year and video games and games they liked, and it's really well done. But I was watching, I don't remember what year, but they showed Zelda 2 for the NES.
Yeah, Adventure.
And I was like, holy shit, I played that game as a kid. And it's so funny, like that's what I really love is like I don't remember when, I don't remember how, but I absolutely remember that game. And so I'm like, anytime that happens, I'm like, I automatically have to buy it. So that wasn't even on my list. I just got a screaming deal on it compared to what at least been listed on Game Value now, which
CIB,
can
did you get it, or did you just get it to get it?
I got it CIB.
Nice.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like it's in decent condition, but it's not the best. But it's got the sleeve and the manual, like it's complete.
The gold is
and
intact.
it looks cool. Yeah, and it's gold. What's interesting is that it looks like on the, and I'll share it on the when I get it, but like it looks like the shield is like out, and I think that's all the other ones I looked at too. That it kind of like you look through the open shield
like the cutout of it.
To see the gold cartridge. So that's one where I'm like just legitimately excited to possibly play it. Dude said batteries are good for saving. I got it for like $90.
Nice.
They've been going for like $150 easy. So I'm pretty jazzed about that. But I just want to play it again because I just remember the gameplay. I don't know why, but you get that feeling like you remember solving something. You remember like this emotion of like navigating a game. And I'm like, I must have been like 5, you know what I mean? Like before I can even really remember, but I've got some sort of background memories. So I'm stoked about that.
Yeah, there were 2 is one of them it was one of the few that because I beat the original one, then Link to the Past on Super Nintendo, Ocarina obviously, never finished Majora. Like I'm gonna have to just sit and stream that on a slow weekend one of these times. Hopefully.
Yeah, I did the same. I beat like most of those, and then Majora, I couldn't. Like I was so emotionally exhausted after Ocarina of Time. I was just like, Majora's Mask though, because
how it works and the time like mechanism, like, and you get. Yeah. I feel like it's one of those games. You play it for hours, you get really, really far, and then you set it down and you totally forget everything you were doing. So you're like, F it, I got to start again.
Yeah, and it's looks like a really hard game too. It looks pretty tough, and like the final like masks you get are pretty badass though, as you could imagine.
So then I wonder timeline wise if the Link to the Past on SNES came out like how long after Zelda 2? Like Tommy, why don't you think Zelda 2 made it into your like linear progression of play?
It did it was one of those where like if you got lucky going to Pick and Save and it was in stock and renting it, like both of the like all the Zeldas essentially. The first one I beat was Ocarina, then went back to Link to the Past on Super Nintendo, then the original one on NES. Because even like the original one on NES, like they're like, oh, look at the map. This was like one of those video store rentals where you're lucky if you see even a page of the instruction booklet, and you're like, oh, the map's in there. There was no internet back then. Like, F this noise. Like, it's not happening.
Yeah.
And so you're like, I have no idea how a kid would be able to be like, oh yeah, look in the 4th bush on the right and the 12th screen. That's where the hidden passage is that you need to go down to. I mean, there's no way I would ever be able to be like, or just the amount of time you're like, oh, I'm going to try to light all these bushes on fire.
Oh, baby. Yeah.
Well, and they said in the video game series YouTube thing, like they weren't making like glowing proclamations about Zelda 2, so I got the sense maybe it got lost in translation, but I'd be curious for more in-depth understanding of like it, you know, like because I obviously played it, so I would just be curious like where it sits kind of in people's opinions on the series.
Well, it was that
obviously it's not Ocarina.
It was that in-between one where they did a little bit of the top down that everybody knew from Zelda 1, but then they added that side scrolling effect like once you got into the villages and things like that. And I don't want to bash Zelda because I haven't really spent enough time on Zelda 2, but do you remember Star Tropics?
Doesn't ring a bell.
No.
It was kind of like Zelda, except it was a dude with a kid with a yo-yo.
Okay.
Like, I mean, but it played
what was
like
it called?
Zelda.
Star Tropics?
Yeah. I'll let you guys look it up really quick. But yeah, I mean, it plays well. It saves on a battery. Like, it's got a lengthy like game story, and it's got good mechanics to it. But like I said, I'm not sure that it's better than Zelda 2, but it's. I was impressed by it. I'll put it that way. I'm grabbing one thing to show you just because it turned out way too cool. Quick throwback since you mentioned the gold cartridge.
Throwback. Back. Just know we can never see anything until 30 seconds after you do it.
I know. I was going to say, I'm about 30 seconds behind.
So if you show it, we won't know.
Yeah.
So long after you remain. Maybe you.
Maybe it won't be showing it to you.
I took a screenshot of Desmond in our on our show. It's pretty.
Oh, fun. Nice, dude. That's dope.
Yeah. Oh, I might be being summoned here. Okay. Yeah, I might need to.
Let's shut her down.
Shut her off. Yeah.
We did it. We can shut.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, you gotta roll. You're on kid duty, man. Chuck trumps it all.
Yeah. I was gonna wait for Tommy to get back here, but
whoever knows.
If he comes back.
I'm back. I have arrived.
I gotta run.
I see it took a second. You're sneaking out?
Yeah, I gotta sneak out.
I was gonna say,
I'm waiting for you to. I was gonna say
show this off.
All right, wait 20 seconds and we'll know what this is.
We'll see how long after I come back I'm watching the video just to see the feedback.
This looking good with your beard, headset on. Brew City looking nice.
Hair looks good.
Oh, we're back. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And then I will explain why I did it. It's just because it was fun.
Oh,
how about that? That's cool.
So I did it like the tournament format. Being a soccer player and fan, I was like, I kind of fell into like this is World Cup format, and so instead of doing a golden boot, I did a golden cart. So whoever scored the most points in the tourney got the cart, and so
that's pretty sweet.
I get to deliver that locally.
Very cool.
After I post all the stats and stuff publicly.
Pretty dope. Hey, gentlemen, it's been real. I tried my best.
Better be
You did great. You did great. I apologize. Technical difficulties dragged it out.
No, it was all good. I tried to bring my kid on. I tried to make it happen. I'm glad we got him on. He was pretty stoked about it. So
officially 4-player.
Yeah, that's right. Right.
we'll have to sneak him on again when he gets more gameplay going, because I'm sure he'll love that. But boys, it's been real. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right.
All right,
Sounds
bro.
good.
All right, guys.
Later. I feel like with that, Tommy, maybe we tuck her in for the night.
Yeah, I
11
mean,
p.m.
we went a pretty good time outside of the audio difficulties. I think everything went well.
Yeah.
I think we can sneak on next week again. Do a little bit of the MGC teaser, since we will be live there, doing 414 play live from MGC, and share some of the details that way. Figure out some of the games that we're gonna play or some of the nonsense going on. Which I found a game based on the one game that you're like, oh, I would really like to see this type of game. You're swimming in the ocean.
Oh, Echo? Is it Echo?
No, it's not Echo. It's better or really, really worse, depending how you look at it.
I'm thinking of like big box PC, like Monkey Island or something like that.
It's console based. It's console based, and it's the idea that I was saying for our game show for MGC.
Oh, all right.
So I think that'll be the best way to debut it. Maybe find a couple little clips. We'll have somebody behind the scenes besides me to F everything up, and hopefully it'll run smoothly next time. So,
I mean, I love our new look. So we made mucho progress, and if you got a little bit of familiarity with like doing those quick edits on the video side, that to me is huge.
Oh, the edits went like this. Like that was such a relief. I'm just pissed that the game cap card said, "Hey, everything else is looking good and working for you guys." No, we gotta keep the fans wanting a little something every time.
Yep. No, this was super dope. So now off to sleep. That's what I'm about to do.
As always, find us, say hello, follow, like, subscribe. We usually try to hide stuff everywhere on the web, between Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, all the goodies.
Everything we can.
Mr. Brad Craw at Brad_Craw, and say what's up to DJ. By all means, show some love. Brandon himself, the one and only MKE Game Collector. Follow him on
Instagram's probably the best place for me.
There you go. And at Ludio1, pretty much anywhere works for me. As always, thank you guys for watching. See you next week, and we'll talk to you then.